What's going on, guys? Coming back at you with a brand new video, and today we have multiple things to talk about. Stuff about the Faraday Future, more on the Damon Fire Gold Rush Rally situation. Lots of stuff to talk about in that area, I believe. Lots of comments, tons of stuff, and a few other things on the side. More news on that whole Ed China wheeler dealer situation, and yeah, let's just get into the video. Before we get into the bigger things, let's just knock a few things about car news out of the park real quick. So GTR, they just announced before the New York Auto Show, they just put out press releases and stuff on the new 2017 Nissan GTR Track Edition. Now this is in between the regular GTR and the Nismo GTR. So this one still has the Bose sound system and the noise cancellation and all kinds of stuff like that. It has 565 horsepower, 467 pounds-feet of torque, and overall in the interior, it's nicely bigger wrapped Recaro seats and leather and all kinds of good stuff like that. I used to say, like, on like the previous generation GTRs, like the interior is just like a base Nissan Sentra SL, but now with these new 2017 GTRs, the interiors are a ton better, a lot nicer leather. Everything about it just looks nice. I'm not sure about the comfortability of the seats in general, because the GTR seats and the new redesigned leather seats for Nissan in general are like sitting on rocks if you're sitting on them for more than like an hour's drive. So yeah, I believe the seats on here are a little bit better. The interior, like I said, looks a lot nicer, but this is the Track Edition, has a little more power, a little more torque, carbon fiber bits everywhere, new rims and stuff like that, but it's just under the Nismo GTR, so it has the creature comforts still involved with it. Like I said, Bose sound system, sound cancellation, and all that good stuff. So it's priced at $128,000 MSRP for the 2017 Track Edition. Now, some say that it's still good value for the money, like, under $150,000 for a car that can do 0 to 60 in around 2.7 seconds or faster than that. But it's a GTR, $130,000 for a Nissan. Is it still good value for the money? Is it overpriced? People were saying that the GTR back a few years ago was good value for the money because it had that 0 to 60 time, but it was around the $100,000 mark or under. You can still get, the 2014s, 2012 GTRs for like 90 grand or even cheaper, maybe in the 50s for like the 2012, 2010 GTRs. But the 2017 GTR, I think the base one is like not the Track Edition, just the base one. It's around like 115, 120, and this one's at like 130. And the Nismo is, high up there, like 170 or 150. I'm not really sure. So it was a good value for the money. Just, what do you think about that? In other news, the Faraday Future that we looked at CES last year or a few months ago, it is actually becoming a thing. They want to produce the cars by 2018, get them on the market. They're focusing on their $1 billion project plant in Nevada, so they're gonna finish up on that and plan on getting the cars out in 2018, and so they compete with Tesla. The car scene industry, I'm not a fan of the looks at all. Faraday Future. Tesla, Faraday Future. I really don't. It's just another electric car with a lot of range. It's really fast, apparently, but, it's ugly. Some people like it, I don't. So a few videos ago, I brought up this whole Ed China wheeler dealer situation. He was leaving wheeler dealers because it was bought up by a new production company, and they wanted to cut out his big part of the show where he really focused on fixing up the cars and the engineering aspect of the whole channel. They wanted to cut out a ton of his part, and he just didn't feel like he was gonna benefit the show anymore because, a big role that he had was being chopped, almost completely off. So he left. He's starting his path on YouTube. But the thing is, he put up another video expressing to the fans to stop sending death threats to his previous partner, Mike Brewer. He said they're not exactly on good terms, but there's still likely a friendship in the future. But the fans are mad at Mike Brewer for, some things. I'm not really sure what the whole situation is because I don't really follow the show at all. I don't watch it at all. I just brought up in a few previous video because it's interesting. But now the fans are sending death threats to Mike Brewer, his wife, and his kid. That's just completely ridiculous when fans really get out of control. Really just doesn't make any sense to go to lengths like, what is that gonna prove? Sending a death threat to some guy that you watched on TV because they split up. It's just kind of crazy. Stop sending death threats to people that you don't know personally. So moving on into the whole Damon Fryer gold rush situation. So Damon Fryer, he put up his video. I don't know why, but someone told me that he took down his video, but it is still up, his video explaining the whole situation, his point of view on the whole thing. And he also put up a video explaining, the whole the Ferrari challenge wreck and all of that, and that he said that it was his fault. He just wasn't paying attention. He tried to do a U-turn and things didn't turn out so well. So moving on into the whole gold rush situation between him, Ramin and Amy, Petrol Girl on Instagram. So this is basically all going down on Facebook right now. Instagram posts here and there, comments being deleted and stuff like that. That's the whole situation. And I'm just scrolling through everything, seeing what's going on. And, Ramin, he's basically the one responding to a bunch of comments. He just wants to clear the air on his side of the situation. And, he's basically saying, well, he asked Damon not to attend Gold Rush Rally this year because of events that took place on other rallies that Damon explained in his video, where he flew a drone on the drag strip, but it turns out that this was a military Air Force drag strip type situation, so it was basically a no-fly zone. But if it was actually a no-fly zone, the drone wouldn't actually take off. But that's a whole nother thing. But Ramin asked him not to fly the drone at that certain area. He says that he allowed Damon to do donuts and all the stuff he wanted to at other locations. He was perfectly fine with it, but at this particular area, he asked Damon not to do these things, and Damon went ahead and did them anyways, and that's basically his side of the argument. And that's pretty much it from there. And there's a bunch of other comments transpiring through that, and he starts throwing out analogies like, if I invited you into my house and asked you not to smoke and I left the room and I come back and you're smoking, would you expect to be invited in my house again? No. That's basically his side of the argument in that situation. And then Damon finally responded to that comment and said yes, and I spoke. He put out the video, and this all ends here. I didn't listen. I got banned. I understand and accept those consequences. People need to stop harassing Gold Rush. It's not doing any good. I want to be able to walk around car shows, say hi to the Gold Rush guys, and let everything be smooth, no drama involved. So let's move on. So that's basically it. There's a whole slew of comments that you can go investigate on Damon Fryer's page throughout the post. I think it was like 2 or 3 posts that were made or he was mentioned in that show up on his Facebook wall type thing, if that's what it's called. Yeah, Facebook timeline, I think. Yeah. So you can go investigate that thing all yourself. Things really just want to move smoothly on, but he was just asked not to attend Gold Rush 9. I mean, he said he wasn't gonna attend it in the first place. And people were making jokes because I think Petrol Girl put up a Instagram post where she said, "Oh, you can volunteer," and he was like, Who would want to volunteer for free on an event that cost the actual drivers $20,000 or $16,000 to attend? So yeah, that's pretty much it for that situation. Just a bunch of Facebook comments for you to take a gander at on the whole situation, see what is going down and how things are transpiring. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that subject. We'll just take a look and see if anything else transpires. Yeah, all right. So that's good. That's pretty much it for this video. So summing up, so 2017 GTR Track Edition, is it worth the money? Is it still a good value for the car? $128,000 for a car that goes 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds with 570 horsepower and like 470 pounds-foot of torque. Faraday Future coming in 2018, and this Ed China guy, Mike Brewer, is getting death threats because of this whole split up thing. Completely ridiculous how fans take things. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you found this video informative in any way, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will catch you in the next video. See you guys later.